Hey YouTube, got another video review for you today. This one is from a company by the name of Travel Kozy. And this is pretty much just a portable pillow. If you're into traveling, or if if you work sitting down, or if you're doing a lot of driving or whatever, you might want to check this product out. You can go to their website. It's Travel Kozy with a K. It's travelcozy.com, and it's basically just an inflatable travel pillow. And when I first saw the videos on this thing, I was thinking um, that it's filled up with just air, and it's not. It has a foam on the inside of it. So that's one thing that I didn't realize, that I would have probably looked at this product a little differently if I'd have thought for sure that it had some sort of foam in it and not just air. And so, anyways, I just wanted to do a quick review on these today and show you the differences in the two. And as you can see, there's a Travel Kozy in here. You can see that it's deflated and it fits into this little bag, and it comes with the Travel Kozy. It's got a strap on there. You can use it as a throw over your shoulder or just a carrying handle or whatever. Now I'll go ahead and mention that this product is can be used in a bunch of different ways. You know, like I said, if you're sitting down, or if you're fixing to go on a long flight, this is a product that can really help save your back, and makes you feel a lot better if your back's not hurting. So anyways, so this thing is TSA compliant, so you can take it on an airplane with you. So it doesn't count as an extra piece of luggage since it's small in size. And so I'm just gonna pull it out of the bag here and show you some of the different features between the two products. They have two different models, and I'm going to show you the differences between the two. And so just hang out with me for a few minutes. All right, you can see I've removed it from the bag, and this is what it looks like. It's got just an elastic strap that wraps around it with a piece of Velcro that hooks to it, and you just unhook it, and you can see the thing starts expanding. And it goes, if you want to deflate it, you just roll it back up, and you open the valves on the side and just roll it back up, and it takes all the air out of it. And so anyways, it works pretty well. Now they recommend when you get it to just open the valves, and I'll show you what they're talking about. This is a one-piece unit, so it comes with the two valves. And so you just want to open these by turning them counterclockwise to your left. And once they're fully open, then it'll fill up on its own overnight. But, you know, if you're impatient like me and you don't want to wait, you can take and blow into the valve. And then once you get it to the desired inflation, then you can tighten the valve up by turning it clockwise until you feel it getting tight. And then it'll be at the desired inflation that you want it. And so I've got one back here that's already inflated, and I'm fixing to show you the differences between the two. All right, I just showed you that this one here laying down has two different valves, and it's a one piece. And what I mean by one piece is it's all made together in one piece. Now this one here behind it is a three piece. And the way that you can distinguish that is it has three different valves, for one for each chamber. And it comes in three different pieces, and they're Velcro together. And when I say they're Velcro together, they are Velcro together. It's got a big old long strip of Velcro that goes from one side to the other, so it won't come apart on you unless you really hold both pieces and pull it apart. It's not going to come apart unless you want it to come apart. So I personally prefer the three-piece one over the one piece, just because I like that you can control all three chambers and the amount of pressure that you're putting in each chamber. So if you want it more firm right here and less firm down here, then you can control that. Now, like I said, with the one piece, you've just got this one valve, and both chambers here are hooked together, so you don't have as much control over the firmness. So that's why I said I prefer the 3-piece. All right, guys, I have the 1-piece on this side and the 3-piece on this side, and you can see that I have them inflated to different amounts, and you can definitely see right in here on this bottom cushion that you know, if you didn't want this extra lumbar support and you didn't want that sticking out as far, or if you wanted extra support, you can inflate it more. So, you know, it's pretty much just whatever you want. I haven't put any air into this one at all. I opened the valves, but or I'm fixing to open the valve, but there's no air been blown into this one, and you can see it's nice and soft because it has that memory foam in there. So don't think like what I did and just think that it's just air in there, because it's not. It does have some nice padding, and you know, it's got quite a bit of padding in them. So when you put the air in there, it just makes for some extra padding. So I do like that. To be honest, when I got them, I didn't really know how much I would like them until the other night. I thought, well, I'm going to give these things a shot before I do a review on them. And I've got a spot in my bed where my bed is kind of made like a little sag. You know, I'm a bigger guy, and so my bed's kind of worn out in that one little spot where I lay. And so I thought, well, I'm going to lay that thing up in my bed and see if it helps. And so I laid this 3-piece in the bed, and I laid my back down on this piece right here and had my butt hanging off the edge down here. And I adjusted the cushions to the perfect amount of inflation for me. And man, I fell asleep. I was able to fall asleep on it pretty easy. And now, if you're a side sleeper, that ain't gonna work for you. But if you're a back sleeper, that might be something that might help you. And then while I was laying there, laying on this thing, I was thinking, you know, this would be a great product to take camping, to put in your sleeping bag. You know, if you're laying there in a sleeping bag on the ground, it's always hard, it's always cold. There's no comfort really in a sleeping bag. No matter how much cushion you have, it's never enough. And I thought, well, if you could take this and lay it in your sleeping bag and use this to lay on, it's a lot more comfortable. And like I said, I had my butt hanging off the edge of this right here, so it kept a lot of weight off my butt, just barely touched the bed, and most of my weight rested here on this pillow. And so, like I said, I'm a big guy, and I was testing this thing out to see if it would bust or not, and it didn't. I was really shocked, but it held up, and seems to be pretty strong, and seems to be pretty comfortable. Now, when I first got it, I fully inflated this thing up just to see how much air I could put in it. And, you know, it's not far from that right now. This couldn't hold very much more air. And I tried to sit in it, and it was too thick for my chair that I was sitting in. And so I didn't have enough room. But that's because I didn't read the directions. And what it says to do is put it in your chair. And I'll take you in here and show you. All right, guys, this is the chair I was referring to. It's just a low back office chair, and it's not very old. I've only had it for a little over a month, and you can already see there's an indentation where I sat, so it's pretty much just worn the padding out. And there in the back, you can see it's starting to flatten out that padding. And so that's why I wanted this travel cozy, is so I could take and put it there in the back. Maybe somebody will come up with something good for for you to sit on. Maybe Travel Cozy will come up with something for you to sit on, so it's a little less hard on your butt after sitting for several hours. But anyways, the Travel Cozy is made to where if you have a high back chair or a low back chair, it'll work for you, because here on the back, it has a strap at the very top, and if you had a high back chair, you could just strap it around the headrest. But since this is just a low back chair, what I'm going to do is just take and set the travel cozy in there and just leave the headrest part dangling there in the back, and it's not going to hurt anything, and it's not going to go anywhere because it's resting right here on this little seam, so it stays in place pretty well. And then what you want to do is just sit down, and when you first sit down, you're going to feel like you don't have very much area to sit on because, you know, it sticks out to here. But what you want to do is just sit down in your chair and have this valve open right here. Just want to open it all the way and open this valve all the way. And then I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. You just go ahead and hear that sound. Once you get it to where it feels like it's fitting your back, and I'm sorry, it's not very good camera work, but once you get it to where it fits your back, then you tighten the valves up, and this is what it looks like. You can see that there's just a little bit of air in there, but that bit of area right in here is where nothing was touching my back and nothing was supporting my back. So now I have some sort of support right in there to rest my back on. And I noticed it makes my chair a lot more comfortable there in the back. Even though that there's not a whole lot of air in it, you can still feel it, and you can still feel that foam in there. And you know, it makes sitting in a chair a lot easier. Now, you know, it's not the prettiest thing when it's in a chair like that. You know, most people might say, well, that looks like some, you know, old person's chair or whatever with that thing in there. But I'll go ahead and tell you, if your back's hurting bad enough, you don't care what it looks like. You know, it's about like going out and buying a pair of shoes. You want something that looks flashy, or you want something that feels good on your feet. So that's why I like this product. And I like that you can pretty much take it anywhere with you, and it fits pretty much to any chair. And you know, if you want to take it, like I said, on an airplane, you can just wrap this around the headrest. Or if you've got, you know, a vehicle that's got higher back seats, you can just wrap this around the headrest. And you know, if you're going on a long trip, it makes it a lot easier. One thing that I noticed that I thought was really neat is when you're on a plane, you ain't got much room between you and the person next to you, and you definitely don't want your head to slide over there towards, you know, the stranger sitting next to you. So the advantage of this is you can see how it's already kind of shaped to where my head was laying in it, because I haven't opened the valve. But I can open that valve up and put some more air into it and inflate it back to normal. But see what I mean? I can blow it back up and it blows back down, or I can close that valve, just whatever firmness you want. But the advantage is to having that little flat spot, and it's got these little areas raised up here on each side, so your head ain't gonna lean over. You're not gonna fall over to the person next to you. So that is an advantage to this product. It basically helps keep you in your seat. And so anyways, I'm not going to keep going on and on and on about this product because you guys get the idea. But it is what it is. And again, this is the 3-piece. Like I said, they make the 1-piece. And so keep that in mind when you're ordering it. And so anyways, guys, I'm going to put a link in the description so you can find the product. And I appreciate you guys watching. And if there's something you'd like to see me do a video review on, please put it in the comments. If you like this product, put it in the comments. If you hate this product, put it in the comments. I just like hearing from you guys. And like I said, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all my future videos. They'll send you an alert and say, hey, I've got another video out. So anyways, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.